Hello.
Hello.
So people probably expected this to be after the game, but obviously I was too tired and I went to sleep because it was like 4 at the morning or something. You know, and also we do it today instead, like this time today. So I think it was perfect to do it now,
Yep.
especially now that I got a few hours of thinking about the game, what went wrong, what we could have done better, and so on. So let's begin by big, begin just to say this game finished 2-0. Yeah, like if you look at the momentum, it was really not a result that we really predicted to happen. 2-0 with a lot of chances. I think Colo Colo was the better team. It's not because of the momentum. I think we played really well until the second goal. I think after the second goal, the players just gave up, and the red card was just stupid to take that card. Because but I gotta give credit to Boca, man. Amazing performance. Advincula, what a goal by Advincula in the 13th minute. And that was a goal where they couldn't have done better, but it's very hard to save those kind of shots when it's basically curling to the other side of the goal. And you know, this game started really well with a couple of chances, pressing Boca. Romero did a few saves, and I think on the day 4 saves for Romero, keeping clean sheet good. The ball very good keeping. Obviously, if you get a red card, I know it was after the 2-0. You just can't do that in the third. You just, it's now he's suspended for the next 2 games, I believe. I think it's 2 games.
I'm not sure how it works. I know it was a direct red card, but I don't know how that works. Like how many suspensions that
Yeah,
means.
yeah, but he will miss the next game in the Libertadores, which would be
Hmm.
kind of not good for us. Obviously, next game we play versus Monagas away in the Libertadores. Obviously, we
Yeah.
have 3 league games before that. So, um, if we look at, uh, you know, the yellow cards, I guess it was like a very, very fearful match. We knew it's gonna be a yellow card. Quinteros, stupid by him by um, going at the referee. Like, he should not do that because, like, it's gonna be a problem. And look, the first sub was in the 84th minute. Right? What could I even say? Legit. Like, I said it multiple times I said it on the preview, in the match day 3 preview. I said it all the time. Like, he does always late subs. Stop it with this late subs. It's not. It's not really fun to 84th minute left with Fernando then.
Yeah.
Like, why? It just ruined the game for us. I
Well.
mean, Quinteros, it's
Um.
his fault that we lost this game. Like,
Hmm.
like, you could have done better, but yeah. Put in Lescano at least. Like, why are you keeping him on the bench? Why do you keep Benegas on the bench? Like, what is he doing? Legit. Why? Do you think these player ratings are fair, in your opinion? Or what do you think generally about the ratings and the, obviously, match?
Well, about the ratings, I would say most of them are pretty fair. I don't think Sebastian Villa, even though he scored the second goal, I don't think he was man of the match. I feel like man of the match could have been Advíncula, maybe. I feel like he deserves a lot of praise. He's been playing a lot better ever since we are under Almiron. Now that he's playing as a right winger, basically, he's also been performing a lot better and he's providing a lot offensively for the team. We saw it with that first goal. But I feel like, yeah, overall, all Boca players had a good game. I felt like Vasquez maybe had a very bad first half, missing those two big chances, but in the second half, he made up for it with that pressing on Falcon, which ended up in the second goal. And I feel like the defense was very solid. Colo Colo did create a few chances, but we didn't concede because Romero in goal was fantastic on the day, and our defense was solid. Roncaglia did a lot better than I expected. Figal was also very good as always. Varela did mostly defensive job this game. He didn't do much going forward, but Varela supported the team defensively this game, and I think like he did a good job. Pallero and Guillermo Fernandez didn't really do much, but I guess they kind of deserve that middle ground rating. So yeah, I think that everyone had somewhat of a good game. I would agree with this.
Yeah, no, I just saw something on Insta, but yeah, it's it's. I'm gonna show it quickly, or this. Um, Basically, younger version of Hid and older, the multiverse crossover. The crossover.
Both the red hair multiverse.
Mm, yeah, but yeah, credit to Boca, very good team on the day. Um, I think these are accurate. These, but probably not Villa who got man of the match. I think it should be someone else. Um, you never know. Bosat, he turned into I don't know what he did. Turned into
Also,
Robertson, maybe. I don't know. Like, what is he supposed to do when he's playing with these crap players? And also, I saw that I think it was my Dutch commentator. He said that it was a definitely foul penalty. And
I don't think it was a penalty.
in my opinion, that was a penalty, but I don't want to get
Well,
into
I
it.
sent a clip on Twitter where you said it wasn't a penalty. But
Yeah, I was upset, but we basically robbed this game. Look at the momentum.
okay,
Really,
okay.
don't look at this momentum. We should have won like 3-1 or
No,
4.
no, I don't think so. I feel like Colo Colo definitely should have scored in the first minutes. I feel like it aligned a lot with what I said during the stream before the game started, that Colo Colo were going to be the more dominant team at the start, that they were going to hold more possession, and Boca basically needed to hold on for the first minutes, and we did. I feel like Colo Colo had that chance near the start of the game, like 30 seconds in. I think it was Fuentes with a shot from outside the box that was saved by Romero, and then the corner kick was headed by Falcon, and it was just outside the near post. So and then also Palacios had another chance that was clear off the line by Varela. So I felt like in those first 10 minutes, Colo Colo had those three chances to score and they couldn't finish any of them. I feel like Colo Colo deserved to score in those first 10 minutes, but like, and you can see it in the momentum as well. But Colo Colo basically not clinical enough on the day. The strikers didn't perform, and they weren't able to score those goals that would have changed the entire game basically. And then
Mm.
um, Vasquez had that one-on-one that hit the post, and you could see that the momentum was shifting towards Boca, and that's where the Advíncula goal came. So, yeah, I think that basically the biggest mistake Colo Colo had this game was not scoring early. I feel like if Colo Colo had capitalized on those chances they had at the start of the game, it could have been a completely different game if Colo Colo started winning, but they weren't able to convert them.
Yeah. If we had Messi this game, we probably would have won. Because he's a player, he scored those chances, even though he's playing not that good recently for the team he is at. But it's not looking forward to the Bombonera game away. Kind of, but I'm still hopeful that we can win. As long as it's 90 minutes of football, we can win against anyone. At the Boca Juniors Day in Bombonera, it could be like, Boca Juniors Day somehow crashes down and can see like 1 or 2 goals, and then it gets completely different match. But Boca Juniors probably winning the group now, unless you absolutely capitulate and lose the rest of the games. I can't see you guys getting to the next round. So, but I think pretty much these two teams are gonna get to the next round. It all depends on the next referee, though.
Okay.
Because this referee, he wants to do it all himself. He wants
Okay.
He legit wants to, get all attention on him this game. You can see what he's doing this game. Like, he does stupid things, and then he wants the lights on him. The referee wants the lights on him. You saw this game, what he did. One penalty should have been a penalty in my opinion, and he did it. And then obviously a lot of chances for both teams, and obviously red card. So I think it could have been red card for both teams. But I wish someone slapped that the referee. Legit, I'm not gonna say I'm not salty or not, but it
No,
was
for sure.
it's a game where we should have probably won this game, and we lost it. We dropped it because Advíncula decided to turn into Cafuncola. Cafu, yeah. It's hopefully we take revenge in Argentina. Hopefully, but congrats to the Boca Juniors for this one. You are, even though you haven't been the best, I think you're still one of the favorites for this Libertadores. It doesn't really matter how bad you have been in the league. If you perform in the Libertadores and go very far in this tournament, that means you're a serious team in this competition. You can win it, even if you're relegated. But obviously, you can go. What's your so we're gonna do play ratings for teams for the players, obviously 1 to 10. So you can do the Boca Juniors players. So we'll start with Romero. What rating do you give him?
Romero, I feel like he deserves a 9 this game. I feel like those saves he made, especially at the start of the game, were crucial for us to hold on those first few minutes. In the second half, he didn't have much of a job because Colo Colo in the second half really died out and didn't create as many chances as in the first half. But that first half, like keeping us in the game, was huge by Romero. Weigand, I'll give him an 8. He did get that assist for the first goal, so that was nice, and he also did a good job defensively. He didn't receive a yellow card, so it was important for him to keep calm against Pizarro, against Mossad. There was a lot of pressure on that wing, and he held it pretty well. Roncaglia, I feel like also deserves I'd say he deserves a 7. He performed a lot better than I expected. He did get a yellow card at some point, but he defended a lot better than I anticipated. I thought he was gonna somehow screw it up for us, but he was very good on the day. I gotta say, I'm surprised. Figal was also a 7. Didn't have to do much this game, nothing special, but that's when he performs the best. When he doesn't have to do everything by himself. Barco, I think he had a good game overall. He did get run over by Palacios at some points of the game, but for the rest of the game, I thought he was fantastic. He deserves an 8, in my opinion. Varela, I think a 7 rating. It's fair. Advíncula, I would give him a 9. Very crucial, especially with that first goal. And going forward, he did a lot. Payero and Guillermo Fernandez didn't do much. I feel like they deserve a 6, both of them. The midfield was probably not the most important part of this game for Boca. It was mostly about the defense and then transitioning into the attack. We played a lot of counter-attack in this game, so the midfield didn't get to do much. Villa, I would give him an 8. He did get that goal in the end. His otherwise game was decent, but I feel like the goal solidifies him as an 8. And Vasquez, I would give him a 7 because I feel like he should have scored those chances at the start of the game in the first half, but he wasn't able to put those chances away. But in the second half, he made it up for it, pressing into Falcon and getting the ball back and passing it to Villa. So very good contribution for the second goal. So yeah, I think a 7 is fair for Vasquez.
The manager, what rating?
Oh, Almiron, well, he basically set up the same formation that he did against Racing, but then I feel like he did the substitutions pretty early. I didn't like when he subbed in Valentini for who was it in the first half for Weigand. So we basically were playing like a back 5. That was pretty weird, but I felt like it was too defensive. But the other substitutions were fine. I think Almiron, maybe an 8. An 8 would be fair. I feel like it was a very good game. I feel like the game plan was correct, and we played a very smart game. And I feel like he tactically outmanaged Quinteros definitely on this one.
So my player ratings, Ozzy Depol, who did a very good performance even though we lost. I'm gonna give him a 6.5. They kept us alive in the game. He was pretty decent. Ramiro Gonzalez, 6. Danny Gutierrez, I'm gonna give it 7. Falcon, I don't know. I might give 5.8. Then for Posthut, I'm gonna give him a 7. I don't think he was that great after the gel card. Yeah, Paves, I'm gonna give him 6.5. Fuentes, 6.3. Bruno Gutierrez, I might give him 6.5 maybe. And then Rin, I'm gonna give him 6.9. Palacios, he was good, but he got the red card. So if he didn't get the red card, probably 7. But now he did get the red card, so I'm gonna get 6 only. Damian Pizarro, Starboy, he wasn't that great, but he caused some problems to the defense. But I'm gonna give him 6.7. Quinteros, oh, I'm sorry. You need to get the 5 for this game. What the heck is he doing? I might give him a 4. You know what, 4. And he ruined this game. For us. He lost us the game. late subs again, which I hate. Do this early when you know they're up 1-0. Do the subs early, so Bulgarians have to think. Because Bulgarians, when they here, when we have this time around this time, sub in the players, sub in 1 or 2 players. Because at that time, Boca, they know the players on the pitch. And if you bring them off and bring other players, Boca defense might be, and oh, what should we do now? And then they might start getting nervous. Um, yeah,
Yeah, whenever a coach does late subs, I feel like they trust too much on the game plan that they had. Like they've been thinking about the game all week. They had a plan. They had a plan with a specific set of players, and they are like, okay, even if the plan is not working now, it's gonna work later or something. But a good coach needs to understand whenever their plan doesn't go right, to admit that they were wrong and to make the substitutions to actually change the game, because until you make substitutions, the game is not going to change. That's just a reality. So whenever, like you said, when Colo
and,
Colo were already losing through that 50-minute mark, I felt like, yeah, Quintero should have made some subs to change the game. But he was just too focused on his plan, and he really thought that his plan would work, and only made the subs when he was basically desperate.
you know what I was thinking um, when we didn't watch along.
How dare
Yes,
you? How dare you say? How dare you? How dare you say?
that's what I was thinking. When Quinteros did the late subs, I was saying this in my head.
Dare you say? How dare you? How dare you say? How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you? When I did that sub, yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the watch along, the preview, and the match reaction to the game.
If you haven't watched the watch along, you can watch the replay because it was very fun. Like, I'm not saying this because we won. I felt like it was a very fun stream. Either way, we had a lot of laugh and people coming on. So, yeah, you should definitely check the replay and leave a like on it.
Yeah, and subscribe. Check the recap. I don't know when it's gonna be. I don't know when the Libertadores and Sudamericana fixtures end. Is it tonight or?
Yeah, tonight is the last day for Sudamericana and Libertadores.
So we do the obviously the recap on Saturday, and obviously I'm gonna check when the next match day is. Oh, it's in 20 days already. So 24th is the next round, the fourth round. So it does mean we're doing like the preview for that, match day prediction, preview and prediction. We're doing it around 17th, 18th. So it's gonna, but we're still gonna do content with each other.
Yep.
So, maybe I could bring something like doing a match, like a team of the week for the Libertadores for each week. I might do it. We can do it like for. We haven't done it for first and second week, but I could probably start from the third week to do the play of the week. I know, and then obviously, yeah, we probably could do it next week or so. Just we will have literally no Libertadores for the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
Which is pretty sad, or good if your team is not doing that well in the group. For example, River Plate, they're not doing that good. so they don't have to watch the Libertadores until 2 weeks. So
But they have to meet us on Sunday, so that's gonna be huge.
yeah, you know what? Sunday. Ooh, you know what? I might think of a watch along for that. I might think of doing it. That's a pretty much a very good game. Who knows? I might get you to do it with me also. So yeah. So the recap on Saturday. See you guys later. Check out the watch along also that we did.
Yep.
Very funny, especially when we had a lot of people. AD, Alejandro, Matt, and obviously other people. Well, how many likes do we want in this match reaction?
Mass reaction. This needs to get at least 5 likes. We need more than 5 likes. That should be easy to get for everyone.
Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.